I didn't want to work in the prison. I didn't want to do it. But it was my assignment. It was my assignment. I didn't ask for it. When I first came to my wife about doing this work, she's looking at me like, really, how are you going to do this? And you're not a great husband. She didn't say it, but I saw it in her eyes. I'm telling you, I'm keeping it 100. I was a great father, but I was not a great husband. When these men come to my office, they come in with those same stories. They're coming with those same stories of dealing with trauma, of dealing with their issues. And so this is how I had to begin to build the bridge. When we talk about the work that we do that gets difficult at times, this is the method that I use. I use this kintsugi method that some of you probably already heard of. But if you haven't heard about it, it's a Japanese art where they take broken pieces, where they take broken porcelain, broken glass, and then what they do, they fill it, they put it back together with solid gold. With solid gold. The very thing that didn't seem to have value. The very thing that didn't seem that had any kind of worth. This man would sit down on his knees and he would begin slowly and intentionally and put gold on it to say, this thing is going to have so much more worth when I get done with it. Right now, I don't see the potential. I don't feel the potential because I'm mad and I'm angry. This man said, no, I'm going to pour into them. So when they come into my office, regardless of what I see beyond. Because your child needs you. Those babies stood up here and they said, look in my eyes. I cried in that front seat. Why? Because those babies, one of them kept looking at me. And I kept saying to her with my looks, did I see you? Did I see you? Because sometimes when they walk into your office, they just want to say, do you see me? Not the paper. Not that I'm behind in my child support, but do you see me? Do you see me? I'm not perfect, but do you see me? I don't know how to navigate my trauma, but do you see me? I had dreams just like you. I have hopes and aspirations just like you. I just don't know how to navigate it. And so what happened, I walk in your office and I put my mask on because I don't want you to see that I'm afraid. The same way that I told my 16-year-old daughter, the same way I told her. And she said, Dad, that 13-year-old boy on the inside really is the one that's giving me advice. My challenge to you, if anything, if nothing else, start seeing them. Start seeing the people that you sit next to. These next 5 days. These next 5 days, be intentional. I didn't want to work in the prison. I didn't want to do it. But it was my assignment. It was my assignment. I didn't ask for it. When I first came to my wife about doing this work, she's looking at me like, really, how are you going to do this? And you're not a great husband. She didn't say it, but I saw it in her eyes. I'm telling you, I'm keeping it 100. I was a great father, but I was not a great husband. So how are you going to save these men and you're not even saving yourself, Shon?